Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah Donald and today we're going to be talking about real life. Yes, we're going to be talking moving back to Nigeria. We're going to be talking about the surprises, the wins, and most importantly, the lesson that nobody really prepares you for. So today we're having a real conversation about money, specifically how to earn when you move back to Nigeria, because relocation is quite very expensive and surviving in Nigeria requires strategy. Now, a lot of returnees think that once they land, opportunities will fall on their laps because they moved, from a more developed country. But Nigeria doesn't work that way. If you don't have an earning plan, this country will teach you humility very fast. So in this episode, I am going to be focusing more on the workspace, right? It's going to be all about jobs, remote work, consulting, career positioning. And then in another episode, I'm going to be talking about business and entrepreneurship. So if you haven't subscribed, this is a good time to. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, I want us to talk about how Nigeria pay works. When you have lived abroad, you know one thing, you're used to a structure. You know exactly when your salary is coming. You know what your tax is and you know what you can afford every month. Now, Nigeria doesn't necessarily operate like that. The money system here is quite flexible, unstable, and often unpredictable. And though you might say, or I believe that that's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means that your income depends on your creativity, your network, and resilience. Now, in Nigeria, two people can be in the same company, same position, but one earned double than the other because they negotiated better. Or let me just say they added more visible value during negotiation. So the first mindset shift you have to have is this: your income is negotiable. People have respect for boldness, like they respect bold people here, visibility, and let me just say perceived competence. You can't afford to hide. Tell people what you do. Be confident about your skill. I mean, the louder but competent ones get noticed faster. Nigeria rewards initiative. Those who wait to be discovered often end up complaining that the country is hard. The truth is, the system is chaotic, but within the chaos, there are endless gaps that smart people fill for profit. So if you can adapt quickly, observe patterns, and offer solutions, you will earn. Now remember, visibility equals credibility here. So people pay who they see and remember. So you know what? Post your wins, share your work, talk about your results. Let people associate your name with value. And the next part I'm going to be talking about is the corporate jobs and where to find them. Now, let's start with the most straightforward route, getting a job. Now, there are 5 major sectors that still pay competitively in this country, which is tech, oil and gas, banking and consulting, FMCG, which are companies like Nestle, Coca-Cola, Unilever, and telecoms or media. Now, tech is booming because of startups, because of fintechs. They love returnees because of our global exposure. Oil and gas still pays well, though competition is tough. Banking gives structure and benefits. Now, FMCGs teach discipline and systems. Telecoms and media move very fast, but open doors to partnership. Now, here's the reality, right? Many Nigerian companies have had bad experience with returnees. People come home expecting the same comfort and work ethic that they had abroad. They get frustrated when system breaks down or colleagues move at a different pace. Now, if you want to stand out, show adaptability. Highlight that you understand Nigerian realities and can blend global structure with local flexibility. In your CV or interview, don't just mention where you worked abroad. Show what you have achieved and how that skill can benefit a Nigerian company. Say things like, I improved efficiency by 30% in my last role, and I'd love to implement that here. That's what employees here want to hear. Now, finding these jobs mean you have to be active on LinkedIn, Jobberman, My Job Mag, and Hot Nigerian Jobs. Follow these channels on Google, Instagram, everywhere. Follow them back to back. Make sure you're on their mail list. But honestly, Networking will open more doors than any website. Nigeria is not a place where you just say, I'm an indoor person, except you're a Nepo baby. Attend industry events, join online communities, and reconnect with people you already knew. So if you don't know people now, start doing that. Start that connection before you even move. Many good jobs circulate quietly on WhatsApp or Telegram groups before they even go public. So don't despise small beginnings, right? Even if the first offer pays less, even if it pays less than what you earned abroad, think of it as an entry ticket. Once you build trust and results, you can negotiate and then move up fast. Now, let's talk about my favorite option, which is earning abroad while living in Nigeria. Thanks to the internet, location no longer limits income. Now you can stay in Lagos or Abuja and get paid in dollars or pounds because platforms like Upwork, LinkedIn services, Remote OK allow you to work with international clients. I mean, you can write, design, edit videos, manage products, handle customer service or code all in the comfort of your home from your laptop. So even if you don't have a tech background, digital skills are learnable. I learned it as well. You can learn social media management, which was my entry into the Nigerian market, learn copywriting, project coordination, or virtual assistant, right? The smartest returnees live locally but earn globally. Now, imagine making $1,500 a month while spending in Naira. That's more than just middle management salaries, to be honest. To succeed remotely, build your personal brand online. I mean, your LinkedIn is your office. Share your work, use your Instagram, update your bio. Like I said before, post your results. Clients abroad care about clarity and reliability more than degrees, so it's important you post your results. If you're consistent, you will get recruiting clients, and soon you realize you don't need a physical job to live comfortably here. Think long term. I mean, build skills that the world will always pay for. Writing, communication, marketing, leadership, tech, finance, storytelling. The world will always pay for the skills. Now, if you've had years of experience in any field, the next section I'm going into is definitely for you. You don't have to apply for jobs. You can do what? You can create your own lane. Now, consulting in Nigeria is wide open, like it's open, right? Businesses need help with structure, leadership, customer service, marketing, and human resource, right? Now, they want to look and operate more global. And that's where your foreign experience comes in. You heard me right. Package what you know, design workshops or training programs, offer strategy sessions. I mean, coach individuals or small business owners. You can always start small so as to build up your CV. Now, even if you're not a corporate trainer, right, you can start with short sessions online or in person. Now, once people trust your knowledge, they will pay premium rates. Now, one secret about Nigeria, Nigerian clients value presentation. So have a clean branding, a simple website, a professional email, clear service packages. It signals seriousness and earns trust in Nigeria. Now, consulting pays far better than traditional employment. I do that, so I know. But you must be visible and credible. So use social media to showcase results, right? Share your testimonials. Offer a free webinar once in a while to attract clients and build up your database. I mean, the beauty of consulting is freedom. You choose your client, your time, and most importantly, your what? Now, let's talk about the NGO, government, development agencies. This is another hidden gem. I mean, development work, most people overlook it, but it's stable and it pays really well in Nigeria. So organizations like the UN, UNICEF, USAID, USAID. So organizations like UN, World Banks, projects. So organizations like UN, USAID, World Bank projects hire professionals in education, gender equality, environment, communication and community development. These roles often play in foreign currency or have dollar linked allowances. I know this because I personally work with one, right? They love candidates who have lived abroad because you bring your structure, reporting discipline, and communication clarity. So you can find openings on different websites like reliefweb.org, UN Careers, and even LinkedIn. Now, if you're passionate about impact, this is an excellent way to combine purpose and profit because many returnees have built their entire careers here. I mean, moving from one project to another, living comfortably while making a difference. And what can help you now is wherever you are, start volunteering so that you can add that to your CV. But let's talk about culture shock because the Nigerian workplace will test your patience. Yes. Internet might go off mid-meeting, generators might fail, and people might say, I'm on my way. 10 minutes later, 1 hour later, they still haven't gotten there. They haven't even left their home. Don't let that frustrate you. Adapt without lowering your standards. Be the calm, structured one who solved problems instead of complaining. Like, be the problem solver, not the complainer. Because your consistency will make you stand out. People notice professionalism fast, yeah. Because oftentimes it's rare, I have to be honest. And also, learn the unspoken rules, which is hierarchy matters. Sometimes in Nigeria, some offices, you have to address people respectfully, be punctual, even when others aren't, right? It's how you silently build a reputation. If it's a place where they call Mr. or Mrs., know the work culture. Now, please, try not to compare. Every little thing you say, oh, in abroad, we do it this way, you will sound arrogant and people can feel it. So observe first, then subtly introduce better results. I mean, the goal isn't to survive the system. It's to influence it with excellence. Now, another important one is your mindset shift. You have to, first of all, before anything, be adaptable because things change quickly here. I mean, policies, prices, even fuel availability. So if you panic easily, you will burn out. And secondly, be open-minded. Some of your biggest opportunities will come from unexpected people. So always stay humble and curious. Thirdly, separate ego from purpose. Don't feel entitled to big pay because you lived abroad. Earn respect through performance and not accent. And the fourth one will be to build both Nigerian and international networks. Sometimes your next project will come from an old colleague overseas who needs someone on ground here. And another one will be to master negotiation. Ask yourself, what's your what? But also be flexible with entry offers, right? By the time you've proved yourself, then you can upgrade. Another one is to learn basic financial discipline. Income in Nigeria can go up. I mean, save aggressively in your good months. Have at least 2 income sources. Remember, consistency beats one of paydays, okay? Now let's talk about strategy, how to earn smart. Number 1, earn in dollars, spend in naira, right? Even if it's a side hustle, maintain one foreign income if you can. Another one will be to leverage your network. Relationships here move mountains. I mean, people recommend who they like and who they trust. Another thing will be to stay professional. Deliver on time, communicate clearly, and keep boundaries, like very important because good reputation travels faster than your CVs. Number 4 will be to be very street smart. Scams exist here, I must say. Verify everything. Don't pay to get jobs. And always research companies before interviews, please. Number 5 will be to build an online footprint. Your social media is your business card. I mean, update your LinkedIn. Share your insights. Let people see your personality and values. Number 6 will be to keep learning. Take courses, attend webinars, upgrade your skill set every single year. Make sure you're upgrading something because it keeps you relevant and confident. Number 7 will be to collaborate. I mean, partner with other professionals. 2 credible names attract bigger clients than one. I am huge on partnership. Number 8 will be mentor and share. Helping others kind of multiplies your influence and reputation in Nigeria. Yeah, word of mouth is the biggest marketing here. Now, when I first moved back, I was overwhelmed. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything felt unstable, light, internet, systems. But I realized that stability doesn't come from the country, it comes from you. So once you know your strengths and build structure around your life, Nigeria becomes manageable, even exciting, if I must say. Because when I tell people I love Nigeria, this is because I have mastered it. Now, there are opportunities everywhere in tech hubs, Now, there are opportunities everywhere in tech hubs, real estate offices, classrooms, and social media feeds. The key is curiosity. Ask questions, show interest, and most importantly, offer solutions. Because many people here love to complain, I'll tell you, but few actually execute. Now, if you're one of the ones who executes, you will rise quickly. Also, redefine success. Yes. Don't measure your worth by what you earned abroad. Measure it by your growth, freedom, and impact. And please celebrate small wins. Surviving and earning here is not small work at all. Now, if you're still abroad and planning to return, start early. Update your LinkedIn location to Nigeria 6 months before you move. Yeah, start networking with Nigerians in your industry. Join online communities, research salary ranges, and most importantly, have savings for at least 6 months because relocation takes time to stabilize, right? So if you can, start a remote side hustle before moving. That income will, cushion you until your Nigerian earning channels really open. Come back with skills and work that work anywhere. Communication, marketing, design management, or data analysis, all those things, they are global skills that Nigeria still values highly, right? And lastly, and very important, the emotional part of working here. Nigeria can be loud, unpredictable, and demanding. I mean, some days you feel motivated, others frustrated. Give yourself grace. When I first moved back to Nigeria, right, I was overwhelmed. Everything felt unstable, light, internet, systems. But I realized that stability doesn't come from the country, it comes from you. So once you know your strength and you build structure around your life, Nigeria becomes manageable and even very exciting, right? So when I say I love Nigeria, that's because I was able to work around that. There are opportunities everywhere. I'm talking tech hubs, real estate offices, classrooms, social media feeds. The key is curiosity. Ask questions, show interest, and most importantly, offer solutions instead of complaining. Because many people here complain, but few actually execute. Now, if you're the one who executes, you will rise quickly. Also, redefine success. Don't measure your worth by what you earned abroad. Measure it by your growth and freedom, and most importantly, your impact. And please, celebrate small wins. Surviving and earning here is not small work. Now, if you're still abroad and you're planning to return, I would advise that you start your plan ahead and start early. You can start with updating your LinkedIn location to Nigeria 6 months before you move. Yeah, start networking with Nigerians in your industry. Join online communities. Research salary ranges, and most importantly, have savings for at least 6 months because relocation takes time to, finally stabilize, right? So if you can, start a remote side hustle before moving. That income will help, cushion you until your Nigerian earning channel. You can start action. If you can, start a remote side hustle before moving. That income will cushion you until your Nigerian earning channels open up. Now come back with skills that work anywhere. Skills like communication, marketing, design, management, or data. Those are global skills that Nigeria still values very highly. And one more thing, right? The emotional part is one more thing. The emotional part of working here, Nigeria can be loud, unpredictable, and demanding. Some days you feel motivated, other days frustrated. Give yourself grace. You're not failing, you are adjusting. Culture shock doesn't only happen in new countries. I mean, it happens when you come back home changed. So you know what? Take breaks when you need to. Find communities of other returnees and also locals, right? Talk about your experience and don't lose your empathy. The system can harden people, by the way. Yeah, protect your softness, but strengthen your boundaries. You will find your rhythm eventually. It might feels like it might protect your softness, but strengthen your boundaries. Yeah, protect your softness, but strengthen your boundaries. You might feel like it's a whole lot right now, but you will eventually find your rhythm. So yes, you can earn and thrive in Nigeria, but you must be intentional, which is plan your streams of income, stay visible, network with purpose, and most importantly, keep learning. Because in this episode, we've talked about, and most importantly, keep learning. Now, in this episode, we've talked about jobs, remote work, consulting, development opportunities. Guess what? In the next episode, we're going to go deeper into business because I know it's not everyone that is interested in the corporate side. We're going to talk about how to build, what industries are booming, how to avoid the mistakes that many returnees are making. And if you found this video very helpful, please like, comment, share with someone planning to move back or someone who has already moved. And together we can build a community of smart, informed returnees, who are not just coming home to complain, but coming home to thrive. Because in Nigeria, your hustle determines your paycheck, but your mindset determines how long you keep it. So until next time, see you again, and do not forget to subscribe and share, turn on the post notification so you know when the next one drops. Stay blessed.